Hey everyone, Alex here, and in this video I'm going to show how you can take data from a Typeform form submission and create a nicely formatted PDF report containing that data in Zapier. You can see here we're using a Typeform form submission as a trigger for our Zap. We're doing some very light formatting before creating a really nicely formatted document. We're then uploading that document to our Google Drive, and this is what we're getting out at the end of it. We have some dynamic data here. It's going to change depending on what data is in the Typeform form submission. Let's get into it. The way we're going to approach this is every time a user submits a new Typeform form, we're going to trigger a Zap in Zapier. So you can see here I've connected to Typeform in Zapier, and I've connected specifically to this customer feedback form. So whenever a user fills out the customer feedback form, we're going to trigger this Zap. And what I want to do is I want to then take the data that is in the Typeform submission and put it in a nicely formatted PDF report. Now, in order to do this, we're going to use a tool called DocuPotion. And full disclaimer, I am the founder of DocuPotion. We offer a free trial, so you can try it out at absolutely no cost. And then there are some paid plans that vary depending on what amount of documents you want to generate. But once you sign up for DocuPotion, you're going to be brought to the DocuPotion dashboard. And the section you're going to want to navigate to if you're creating a PDF report based on Typeform data is the Templates tab. You then want to click on New Template, and there's a couple of options here. We can either describe with AI, we can upload a fillable PDF, or use an existing template. For this purpose, because it's kind of a custom report, I want to start off with the AI prompt. So I'm going to call this customer feedback report, and I'm just going to grab a bit of text that I put together just a minute ago. So I'm telling DocuPotion that I want to create a one-page customer feedback report that includes the following information, and all of this information is stuff that is coming back from the Typeform form. So I'm going to copy all of this because I'm also going to paste it in here. This is where we specifically tell DocuPotion include these variables as merge fields so that we can reuse this template, and depending on what form submission we have, it's going to get populated with different values. So in reality, I don't actually need to put it up here. I'm just kind of spelling it out in great detail. This is really where you want to put in those variables that are effectively going to be merge fields. And if that's not clear, it will be in a second. So I'm going to click Create Template. And then it's going to take a minute or two for DocuPotion to create your PDF template, depending on the complexity of what you're building. So you can see here it started to build our template, but I'm just going to give it a minute here to do its thing, and then I'll come back. Okay, so here is our customer feedback report. And you may remember I specifically asked for certain variables to be included as merge fields, and that's what these text elements here are with the curly braces around them. These are going to change depending on what data we get from our Typeform submission. We can see how this is going to look with actual data. If we click on the with data tab, so you can see there, this is with sample data. And DocuPotion generally does a pretty good job of building a template from the information you give it. But of course, you may want some changes. So let's say we wanted to change the text feedback report to the name of our company. So let's just say change text to Acme Corp feedback. We can then just click submit, and much like interacting with like a ChatGPT or a Claude, DocuPotion is then going to take that prompt and go ahead and make the change. So you can see there, we've changed that. It's going to leave it on template view for a moment. You may also wish to upload a company logo. So what you can do is you can attach files here. I'm just going to upload a logo in the background. So that logo is uploaded, and then I can just say use, and you can use @ to reference specific files that you've uploaded as a logo in the top right. And then DocuPotion is going to take that logo and it's going to add it in to our report. Okay, I'm pretty happy with how that looks. But before I go and add this template to our Zap, I'm going to click publish, just so all the changes I've made are going to show through. And I just want to also see how it looks with some data in actual PDF form. So I'm going to click on that download sample button, and that's going to generate a version of the PDF with the sample data that's inside here. So if you wanted to change that, you could say Mike Williams, download the sample again, and this time we'd have Mike Williams in our sample PDF. And so you can see there, that's in. But the sample data, not really relevant for our Zap because we're going to be using data from our Typeform submission. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to Zapier. I'm going to search for the DocuPotion app for step 2. I'm going to install it. I'm going to create a document. I'm also just going to show you how you can connect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reconnect. What you need to do to connect your DocuPotion account to Zapier is to put in your API key here. So I'm going to go back to my dashboard. I'm going to go to API integration. I'm going to grab my API key and I'm just going to paste it in here. So you're going to be prompted to do this the first time you connect DocuPotion to Zapier. I'm aware I already had it connected. I'm kind of reconnecting, but we're now reconnected. And what I'll be able to do is if I go on to the configure step is I'll be able to choose from a template. And you can see all of my templates are here, but the one I want is the customer feedback report. I'm going to call this customer feedback report something a bit better than just document PDF. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to grab the first name of the person from the first step, the Typeform form submission, and I'm going to use that as the first part of the file name, and I'm just going to put then after it feedback report. Okay, and then the template data section is where we map the data from our Typeform form submission to our actual template. I think the easiest way to do this is going back into your template and just grabbing the sample data, which is inside here, copying it, and simply pasting it in to the template data tab, and then manually replacing all the static stuff with the Typeform data. So for example, name here, we're going to link that up to first name in our Typeform form submission. We're going to add in email for that. For company, we'll add in company name. Rating out of 5. And then finally, feedback notes, which is the lengthiest one. Again, just making sure we keep it within the double quotations there. Specific feedback. Perfect. There's one more field down here, which is about using your own S3 bucket. Really only relevant if you have your own AWS S3 bucket and you want to store your documents there. I'm going to leave that as false for now. I'm going to click on continue. I'm going to do a test step. And there's an issue with the JSON. Okay, this can happen sometimes. And what's going on here is we have a line break in one of our responses here, and that's causing an issue. It's breaking the JSON effectively. This is actually pretty easily fixed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, before I run the create a document step in our workflow, I'm going to use the Zapier formatter action. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the text event and I'm going to transform the data. I'm going to replace the break with a different type of break that is actually going to be compatible. And the syntax Zapier uses for line breaks is this one here. You can see their new line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the input where the line break is, which is do you have any specific feedback? I'm going to look for the line break and I'm going to replace it with a JSON compatible line break, which is this. I'm going to click on continue, test the step, and you can see then that's the output. You know, we don't have the line break there. Instead, we're using this notation instead. So let's continue. And then when we're configuring our template data, instead of using the raw feedback, what we're going to do instead is we're going to take the output of 2 and we're going to put that in there. And now when we test this, we're hopefully going to get our nicely formatted report back. And you can see here we're getting this file binary back. It's a URL, but if we just paste that into our browser and we open it up, we're then going to get the data into our nicely formatted template. And then to finish off, let's actually do something with our formatted PDF. And I've just submitted a new Typeform in the background, so we're going to get some new data. And what I want to do once the document has been created is I want to upload it to my Google Drive. I could also send it via Gmail. I could send it via Slack. I could do a whole bunch of things with it, but just for demo purposes, let's upload it to our Google Drive. I'm going to choose the upload file event. I'm going to upload it to our one Google Drive there, and I'm going to choose the Zapier documents demo folder. We're going to reference the file that we created with DocuPotion in the previous step. So we're going to choose the file binary option there. We're not going to convert it to a document because it already is a PDF. And then for the file name, we're also going to take the name from the previous DocuPotion step. We don't need to add a file extension. It already has the .pdf extension. And then if I test this step, what will hopefully happen is we're going to take that PDF we've created with DocuPotion. We're going to upload it to our Google Drive. And you can see it's just appearing there. If we open it up, it has that new data that I added. So yeah, that's how you can turn a Typeform form submission into a nicely formatted PDF. Hope that's been useful. If you do have any questions, feel free to let us know in the comments below.